which I put together some time ago. And this one is called A Foot in Each Camp. At Brimscombe, where I grew up, I remember the drawing room, the terrace, the pigsty, the squirrel house, the garage, the paddock, the shrubbery, the engine house, acres of gardens subdivided by privet hedges, the greenhouse, the tank, and the wooded bank with its spring. All this we took for granted. An extended family, Gran, Uncle Stan, and Mum, and us 5 boys. Dad seldom there, but not much missed. Books, books, and more books. At Dunkirk, there were no easy chairs or sofa, only high-backed wood repaired with iron straps, the old range black and warm, the piano raised off the damp flags on green glass cup-topped stumps. No sink, instead an earthen tub. In the passage, a rare smell of shoe polish and brass oak, tinged with coal and nails. The click of the latch on the braced board door, outside the spring and the dank-smelling brook. The ever-present toads in their stone house, fertile soil black with ash, supporting row upon row of vegetables and flowers. Auntie's hut, an airy sanctuary, her own sanatorium for the improvement of her health. Modern Miss Watts with her bicycle and portable radio in powder blue. The sounds of the mill and the squealing of pigs about to die. Only the common between us, but it might have been an ocean. Brimscombe and Dunkirk, 2 very different worlds. And the second poem follows on from that in a sort of narrative. It's called The Journey. Mum took the longer route via Stroud, carrying 2, one in her arms and one in her belly. She put us on the bus to Brimscombe Bridge to save a few coppers, grinding up the hill past the pike, discharged at Tom Long's post. In our imagination, we could hear the highwayman hanging in irons from the gibbet, swinging in the wind. The common before us, a vast open grassland, to 5-year-old eyes only 3 feet 6 inches above the ground, the steppes of Russia or the Great Plains of America. Our first landmark, the reservoir, marked out by a tall U-shaped pipe, rising straight up, turning on itself and dropping straight down. To the right of this would take us to the Victoria Memorial, to the left, down past Spriggs Well, Pin Farthings. Further left, skirting the golf club, to the blue brick barrel-vaulted tunnel and the footpath down to Watbridge. Whichever way held the delights of crossing a fairway, maybe finding a golf ball or a coloured plastic tee. Reaching the common's edge, we spilled down the steep slope like marauding hordes, legs desperately trying to keep up with our falling bodies. Through the graveyard at Amberley, sculptured stone tree stumps encircled with carved ivy, marking the graves of men. The enchanting bronze of 2 daughters gazing downwards into the embracing earth. Albert, Joseph and George passed from this life on Empire Day, 24th of May 1929. Here the doorway, flanked by 2 cannon, said to be from Sebastopol. The zigzag lane snaking down to Thiescombe, crossed and recrossed by the pencil-straight footpath. On down past the spring, stopping for a welcome drink. Dunkirk Manor with its magnificent topiary. Snake Lane, stony footpath where the giant buckballs grew. Steps down under the LMS line. London, Midlands and Scottish Railway. More distant, exotic places for the mind to play with. We might, if lucky, see the Dudbridge Donkey, an old tank engine steaming through, all smoke and coal and noise so close we could almost touch it. And then framed in the opening of the arch, our destination. Grandma Watt's small damp cottage, nestling between the mill and the brook. No cross on the door, so we rubbed it off. We got there first. And Dunkirk Mills. My grandfather was the stoker of the boiler at Dunkirk Mills. Smooth, glass-like, the brook flowed flat, a swirling tapestry of reflected stonework against refracted gravel bed. Leaf boats, stick boats, sailed gracefully rounding the bend, feeling the inexorable pull towards the brink, water falling like combed hair into the thunderous maelstrom of the huge wheel pit, foaming, frothing down into the Stygian blackness of imagined underground. Feel it beckon as the snake beckons the frog with hypnotic gaze. Feel its tractor beam pulling towards the watery suffocation. Hear mother's warning to take care. Fight it, tear yourself from this evil trance. Under the road, under the house, under the garden, run from the bridge round to the steep bank where the brook emerges sulkily from the darkness of the stone-arched tail race. Wait, watch, peer into the darkness. Nothing. No leaf, no stick, all lost in the raging waters.